What is up, fellow Discmaniacs? I'm here at scenic Kaivopuisto Park at the southern tip of central Helsinki, and I'm trying out the new Luster C-line MD3s today. Just got them in my hand yesterday, straight from the US, and they are looking very nice and cool. The first impressions before throwing, the flex is quite standard. It's not stiff by any means, but I wouldn't call it gummy either. And when I put it against the first run of C-line Glow MD3s that are the European Open 2013 ones, they seem to have quite about the same parting line height, so I'm expecting the same stability. And then when flipped, these have noticeably less dome, but I wouldn't call them flat either. I would say just a normal dome, a little less, but they were less than on the first run of Glow MD3s at least, and that run is supposed to be not domey, so these are on the flat side, but nothing like pancake flat. So let's get in the first throws with these. I'm excited to see what happens. As you can see, I'm throwing noticeably downhill so that the discs have a little more time to flex, and instead of a low line drive if I was throwing on even ground. So let's see how it happens. I apologize about the angle, it could be better, but I don't have a tripod with me right now, so I have made some MacGyvery installations here so I can hang up the cell phone. So here it goes, 2 throws. First backhand with the Luster C-line MD3. So this is going to be a flex anhyzer backhand, so we can see how hard it wants to fight out of that anhyzer. Another one, maybe a little more angle if I can get on it. Yeah, there it goes. Some good distance for mid-range. Of course, that's downhill. But let me go get them and throw some sidearms. See you in a bit. So there we go. First impressions are, it's not super overstable that it will want to come out of the anhyzer angle right away. And comparing it to the glows that I throw, those shots would probably have held the angle almost to the ground, or would have flexed out and landed flat. But I don't think they would have had chance to flex out on the fade side of things. But those are the first run Glow MD, so I'm not sure if it would be different with the second runs. And mine are, of course, a little bit beat in. And the only other MD3 I throw is a C-line MD3, but that's a completely different animal. It's a straight disc, and not really comparing it with these now. So let's get in a few forehand throws also. Maybe the first one flat and the other one then anhyzer angle again. Yeah, so there you have it. The first flat shot was riding it pretty nicely, although it turned over a little, maybe because of unclean release, but it went pretty far, and I would say very straight. It didn't have too much fade at the end, even at this elevation change. And the other one, well, that was way too much anhyzer. It couldn't take it, held it to the ground and went for a roller. But I would say a properly massively overstable mid-range would have come out of that angle also. So for example, the Justice that I bag, that might have flexed back. But first impressions are that for MD3 this is again at the overstable end, but it's not a massively overstable hog either, so still waiting on that MD4. Of course I'm getting more throws in with this, but these are the first impressions. See you again, keep throwing. Alright guys, here's another quick one for you to see how they fly out of backhand anhysers. So as you can see, it's not a massively overstable disc, as it wants to come out of that angle very slowly. But the first one was quite a nice shot. This is probably like 110 meters, of course massively downhill again, but pretty workable disc, not the overstable hog. So I'm back with a short recap after one day of throwing these discs. I didn't want to sign off by something that it's not stable enough, but it's not the overstable mid-range that people were maybe expecting. I don't think Discmania said it themselves, but maybe some other reviews gave people hope that this would be the almost utility overstable mid-range that they could use. But what Discmania has said is definitely one of the most overstable versions of the MD3, and that I do agree with. It's the most stable that I have thrown. I used to throw also the C-line MD3 and it was almost exactly this one. But for me, I don't have a slot in the bag for these babies because I have the neutral understable C-line MD3s and then the 2013 beat-in glow MD3s, and that's more like a straight disc. I can do anhysers with it, hyzers, everything, like line drive, forehands, so that's my do-it-all mid-range. And for something more overstable, this will be only a small step, so I use something utility overstable. And for me, right now it's the Justice. I'm looking for that Discmania will get out the MD4 once they're selected, and that will be the answer to me, so I can get back to Discmania / Innova all back. But for now, any of you who are wondering, this is a very solid mid-range that may help your game. So if you need a straight disc with a dependable finish, this is it. And also you can do some S-curves with it, like you saw on the video, but it's not going to be doing super tight lines, fading very soon. So see you next time with this new